En, to, tre, fire. Hi you guys, and welcome to another fly tying tutorial. And this time I'm gonna show you a cripple done. This is really one of my favorite flies for trout fishing in rivers and of course in waters. I'm going fishing with my buddy Stig this today actually, and up there they are hatching. I hope Vespertina has started hatching, so I need these flies in my box, and I tie it in size 13, and you can also tie it in size 11 and 13 and 15s. Yeah, and for the materials I'm using this Hare's mask. I'm using this part for the tail, and for body I'm using rite, color number 6, and for the wing I'm using this one, this chartreuse bucktail. I'm using just a few fibers of the darkest you know, on the top here. They work excellent for this fly. And for hackle I'm just using a plain whiting saddle brown, this one in size 12. Yeah, so that's it. Let's start. Okay, as you can see, here is the cripple done, small cripple done. You can tie this in different colors, in dark olives and in lighter colors, but this is kind of one of my favorite colors, the brown. And you know, brown colors always fish good for trout, I think. I really think so. Yeah, so let's start. This is a size 13, tied on a TMCO. This is the hook I use for this fly, the same hook I use for my black and white fly. So I really like this one for emergers. And yeah, so I'm gonna put in the hook in an angle like this, because we're gonna start off by tying in the tail. And I almost forgot, I like to just pinch in the barb like that. It's a barbless. So, and an angle like this, because we're gonna tie in the tail first. And for thread I'm using this is an Unithread 8.0 in a camel color. I like the camel for brown flies. You can use black or whatever you want. So I'm going to start down here by securing the thread, taking reps all the way to the top of the hook. Here, align with the barb about there, and I'm going to snip off the excess. And I'm going to go all the way down to, I think, this point. Yeah, there. I'm going to tie in the tail, and I'm just going to show you down here. You see this is the mask, and you got this long nice fluffy stuff here, this here. So I'm going to snip out a small bunch. You don't want to overdo this, okay? So just I'm going to pinch out a small amount, and I'm going to snip out. Oi. And I got this in my left hand, and I'm going to pull out every under fur. You don't want to tie in, you just want the tips. So I'm just preparing it like that. Oh, it's too much, don't overdo it. A little bit less, like that. I think I'm getting there. Oh, there we go, that's nice. And I want the length, I don't want it too long. I just want a small tail like that. Okay, and that's about, yeah, it's about the same length as perhaps you can see. Here's the hook, a little bit shorter. Okay, just a small tail. I'm pinching it, pinching the thread, going down, secure it, tie a couple of turns in the back to secure it, and go up. I'm gonna check it. Oh, it's actually, I think it's a little bit long, so I'm gonna, I tend to tie in too long at this fly, so I'm just gonna move it a little bit, and always go back if you're not satisfied. Secure it and go up, check it. Yeah. There it is. Always go back, and I'm gonna snip off the excess here like that, and I'm gonna tie it down, cleaning up. And then we're gonna dub the body and go back down again. And I'm gonna make sure this is where I want it, perhaps a little bit longer down there. And we're gonna start dub. I'm gonna show you down here. I'm just gonna pull out a small amount of dubbing. Okay, and I'm gonna dub it on. And I hold the dubbing in my right hand, and I'm taking my left hand and I'm actually applying the dubbing with my finger and thumb like that. And I'm just gonna pull down and make a nice thin body in the start. And I like to do this a couple of times rather than taking one time and it's too much. I'm gonna make a small part there, and then making sure this is nice and carrot shape, you know. Thin here, and then make it quite thick up here, because when the mayflies are hatching, if you see it in the film while they're hatching, it's quite big. So I like that in this cripple. So okay, have some more dubbing. And cripples, they fish excellent. It's really a one fly you need to have in your box. Yeah. So stub a little bit more. As you can see, I'm using my finger and helping the dubbing to go around, make it nice. So when I come to this point, I like to move the hook up again, because now we're gonna finish our dubbing, and then we're gonna tie in the wing. And I have a little bit more dubbing. You see how little I'm putting on? Yeah. I think that's much easier, because then I got full control of how much I'm tying on. Yep, I'm happy like that. And then we're gonna tie in the wing. So we're gonna snip out some bucktail. I'm just gonna snip out a small bunch, and I'm always snipping tight to the skin. Yeah. So I'm gonna show you down here. So here's the bucktail, and I'm actually gonna hold my fingers all the way up here, and I'm pulling out the underfur. That's very important if you're gonna stack bucktail. You need to do that with any kind of you know, deer hair or roe hair or elk hair. It's important to get out the fluffy stuff, because it won't stack if you don't. I'm gonna check the amount. Yeah, it's okay. So you're gonna stack it. Got my stacker here like that, and I'm gonna just tap it on my table. And I'm holding this in my left hand, and I'm carefully taking out this one, and I'm just gonna pinch it with my two. I got my stacker here, pinch this one, the tips, like that. And I'm preparing this for the next fly, just like that. And I'm gonna tie in the, oh, I got some fibers I don't want. I'm gonna tie in the wing. Changing hands, and I'm gonna check the length. It's about the same length as the whole hook, a little bit longer, about there, and I'm gonna tie it in at the top. A couple of turns, and I'm gonna hold it, and I'm gonna tie all the way to that point. You don't want to tie, it's very important, don't go too far, because you're gonna have a couple of turns of hackle and you're gonna make a head, so perhaps this is a little bit long. There, okay. And I'm gonna snip off this part, and leaving a small little bunch of hair that makes the cripple, you know, the wing case that comes out of the nymph. Yee! I really like this fly. I like to tie it too. I think it looks great. Yeah, and we're gonna tie in the hackle. I got one ready here. That is a size 12. I'm gonna prepare it by pulling out some of the fibers in the tip. I'm just going to tie it in at the side, like that, securing it with a good tight wraps, and go forwards again. And I'm going to lift up the wing, take a couple of turns to kind of make some support wraps for the wing, so it lifts up like that. And I'm going to just leave the thread, and I'm going to palmer. Yeah. My hackle. It doesn't matter if the hackle turns around like that. And that I don't care about that in this fly. I'm gonna make 4 to 5 turns here, 2, 3, 4, and I'm gonna lift up the wing. I hope to have room for a couple of turns. 1, and I want one more turn. 2, yes, perfect. And I'm gonna cross my thread and finish off this fly. Oh, I don't have a lot of room here. You have to, oh my god. Yep, I managed. So cross your thread with the hackle. Don't break it off yet. I'm just gonna pull it back, and I'm gonna take every fiber that's loose here, pointing forwards. I'm gonna pull them back, and I'm gonna finish off with a nice head like that. I can see there's a fiber under there. Come on, like that. Yeah, I'm gonna finish off with a whip finish. Oh, so this is the cripple done. You can tie this in olives and many colors, but I like this brown one for the Norwegian waters. They're hatching a lot of leptophlebia, and they are brownish, dark nymphs. So snip off the thread. You don't have to varnish, I think. So pull off the hackle, bing, and there you go. That's the cripple emerger. The word cripple done. Actually, it's a cripple, half nymph, half dry fly. Yeah, I think it's quite an easy fly, you know, and you know, with these fibers here, helps the fly to sink the bottom, and this part will stay up on the water, and this will kind of hang down in the water. It's very efficient. Okay. So there you go. That's the cripple done, and this is you can tie this in many different colors and sizes. So this is a size 13. I tie it in size 11 and you know 15, and it's a really good fly to have in the box. You can't get enough of them, because you know, when you tie it, throw it out, it's gonna stay like this in the water, and the water film is here. So these fibers sucks up water. Yeah, it's very efficient. So yep, thanks for watching, and if you like my videos, please hit the like button, and if you're wondering about anything, you know, if there's a pattern you want to see, or you want me to tie something for you, just go in the Q&A section and post a comment there. So yeah, thanks a lot, you guys, and you have a nice weekend. I'm going fishing today with my buddy Stig, and I have to tie some of these flies. I really have to tie them, because I hope they are hatching Vespertinas today. And perhaps there are vulgatas there too, so yeah, we'll see. Okay, goodbye.